Hello, everybody. I'm just going to come on for a few minutes. This is Miss Lambert, Sapphire Financial Training, subject physician coded. But this subject right now we're going to talk about is primarily online learning. And, a lot of people are asking me about, how did I transition? How did I, it's so hard, you have to do so much stuff. Originally, I'm in a classroom 100%. We did the online course maybe like 15 to 20%. And some instructors started doing it 60% and then they were teaching like 40%. But it kind of worked out. But because we already had the curriculum, the online course was very easy to initiate. But now you guys know I just do 2 days a week or 3 days a week, and now I'm kind of every day, and then still working at the same time. But it takes a long time to create an online course. To me, this is only my personal opinion. Teaching online and learning online is a lot harder than learning in the classroom because you don't have hands-on, and you have to be available for your students. You don't want your students emailing you and you can't get back to them. You got to give them 125% because they may not get it. Some people learn in different ways. Some people are just trying to get clarity on this online thing, as they say it. But, online, you got to do the same thing. You got to have your rubrics, your curriculum, your subjects, your crosswalks. You have to have the same type of educational material that you're going to have in the classroom. And again, you have to teach on facts. You guys know sometimes I say stuff and I go, "Is this just my personal opinion?" Or "Don't take it from me," or "Y'all look it up. Don't go by me." When I say stuff like that, that is I may be factual or maybe not. In my opinion, I don't have a material in front of me. I'm just talking out my head. If you have a question about something that you hear me say, always look it up. So, I always try to back that up with, okay, if I don't think it's factual, then I would say something like that to follow up with it. So, some of the instructors and even on my old people that I used to work with, some of my coworkers and stuff like that, and some of my teachers and stuff like that, we created a lot of stuff in the school, and that was a totally different online class. So I already had that curriculum done. This is a whole different type of curriculum. This is just primarily focusing on you guys doing the coding, the medical billing, and etc. But this video is not basically based on what I'm doing. I don't know who that is. Based on what I'm doing, it's based on online learning, period. You have to have that same type of format. You have to have all of the material in order. You don't have to memorize every little thing that you're going to do in the classroom, but you have to put your own insight in it. But you do have to teach based on the material and the facts, and you have to teach based on the educational material that the school gives you to teach on. I'm pretty sure that the school gives you a layout of what you have to do, but because you guys had to transition so quickly, we got to do online. Get the computers out, this, and boom. Because, what I see, even with my grandsons, I don't think they're getting enough. My grandson, he goes on, he do the work in less than 22 minutes. And then I don't hear nothing about no other teachers coming on, showing him anything. And my little one, they come on in the morning and, he sees them in the classroom, but that's it. Where's the rest of the teaching? You're talking about from 8 to 4 or 8:30 to 4, 7 to 3, whatever the hours are in school, they're not getting that at home. They're getting like not even an hour or 2 hours worth of work. How can they learn like that? So that's why I said, to me, college bound, I'm all for the online, but not for elementary and junior high school. They need their hands on, because this thing right here is shortchanging our kids. I'm telling you right now, they're missing out on their education. The online for them, I don't like it. They're not giving them enough of time. The teachers are not spending enough time with them. And you know why? Just like what they were talking about this morning. And that's why I mentioned that this morning as well. Because teachers who educate in-house, they don't know how to teach online. So they're shortchanging these kids. You have to learn online skills. You have to know what an online curriculum looks like. You have to know how they teach. What is the discussion about? How they going to get back to you? How do they post work? You got to learn how to do all that. You can't just come from teaching in-house and you don't even know yourself how you're going to get the work from these kids. Do they get any homework? How do you get it back? It is hard to just say, okay, well, we'll do it. We got to do it because we don't have no choice. That's just like when I became the center director. Okay, Miss Lambert, you're the center director of DIAM. I had to just do it, boom, and learn what I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? So Those of you who are, I'm telling you, I feel you. You're frustrated with, they want us to do this, and that, and they're not giving us the tools to do it, and they're not even giving us educational training to show us how we're going to teach these kids. And then you want to you want to know, like, okay, so are we going by the EOC? Are we going, are we doing this right? Teachers do have a question about, are we doing this right? I mean, many years ago when I first took my exam, I ain't passed it the first time. I was like, gosh, is this for me? I started questioning my own ability. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that to give you an idea. But as a teacher, you have to just put your all in it. You yourself have to research how you're going to do this, because you got to give these kids all you got. You got to give them all you got, and you got to make sure that you don't let them see that, oh, shoot, well, I'm going to give them all. Did I give them enough? You got to count down the hours. If you're giving them a curriculum on social studies is my favorite subject. You're giving them social studies, make sure you got the hours in there, or the minutes, or how long you're going to teach this. Do a run draft and see how long it's taking you to teach a 45-minute subject. That's got to go in the crosswalk. That's got to go in there. From 8 to 3, you've got to have an outline of how long you're going to teach this. Because in educational standards, at least that's how we did it. They want to know. We're not going to be accredited by anything as you show us how long, what is it, and how is this going to benefit this child. You see what I'm saying? If you teach something for 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 15 minutes, okay, we done. We do. Check it off. We done. No, that's what's going on now. I'm telling you right now. I get firsthand experience of my grandkids. You understand? I'm totally pissed off. You understand? Because they are not giving them as much as they should. Oh, yeah, they got new iPads. They even got double computers. Brand new. Oh, yeah, I could have got them that. Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better with this education thing, because they shortchanging my boys. You understand? I'm not an elementary school teacher. You understand? Yeah, I can create a curriculum for them to do, and they can do work, and my daughter can give them more work. But you're the one who's supposed to do this to make sure my boys are educated. Now, I'm afraid that they're going to miss out on half of their education. You understand what I'm saying? They go back to school and be dumbfounded. I don't know what to do with them. You see what I'm saying? Then they're going to have to go to summer school to try to see if they can pick this thing up. So I think the educational thing that's going on right now, we're going to have to boost that up. You'll have to boost that up, because it's not easy to turn from in-house to an online instructor. I told y'all, I have delayed my class at least twice, even because of this thing that's going on, because I had to put more in there. The course was originally straight boot camp, 100 hours. I doubled the course to 200 hours. And this is why you have to be detailed. You have to know why. Like my grandson, Grandma, why, what, where, and when. You know how you do. If somebody asks me about something that I wrote, I got to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. And if I'm doubling the amount of work in my class, I'm doubling the amount of thinking for the students. You understand what I'm saying? You can't teach a student something, then you just put them out there. That's not me. When I teach my students for life. None of my students can go out there and say, I don't know what to do. They got Miss Lambert's phone number. You stuck, you got to call me. We got to see what's going on. No, Miss Lambert's not the smartest person in the world. No, I'm not like the most educated person in the world, but I will find out for you. So, that's where we at right now. And a couple of my coworkers, they frustrated, but yeah, you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing else you can do. This is something that we did before. Y'all know we had this. We had 90% in class, 80% in class. When we developed the online portion, we did both. And some of us got carried away. We started doing 50-50. And then some of us started doing 20-20. And most of all our students was online. So y'all can do this, okay? Make sure that you are available for the students. So you don't want to hear no complaints about, I tried to call her, I don't know, I can't. Make sure y'all available for the students. Email, text, whatever you want to do, make sure you're available. So that's what's going on right now. Your curriculum has been doubled. I have to put double work in there because of what's going on right now. Because I feel like that's what I need to do. But I still got to go by Board of Education. I still got to go by EOC. I still have to go by rules and regulations. So it's not that you're just making up some online class. No, it's work. Trust me. It's work. Because when you go into a school, they already got that curriculum already. Listen, you're going to teach this, and this. Here's your crosswalk. You already got it. You understand what I'm saying? When you started from scratch and you got your own straight up curriculum, it better coincide with what real life is about. And you got to have it with facts. So just, take your time and do what you have to do. Y'all have any questions, you can call me, call your administrator, call, somebody can help you. Don't be afraid to be like that. Look, y'all threw us into this. Y'all need to look out for us. But that's just my personal opinion about the school thing. I don't think my boys are getting enough. I got to figure out something with them and get them doing a little bit more. I don't think they're doing more, you know. And you should see my big one. He's so happy. He's just happy as he can be. But okay, so you're still not going on YouTube and playing with your Legos. But they need to get more work. But again, shout out to all the educators. We got to do what we have to do. There's a lot of YouTube lines out there, the coding girls and this and that. You want to learn from them, that's fine. I don't do teaching on YouTube. YouTube is a tutoring place for me. It's a marketing place for me. It's a place to let you know who I am, Miss Lambert. I am the owner and the educator. Okay, a Sapphire Financial Training. Okay, I am the author of Medical Insurance Billing and Coding. Get the book. You want to know about it? Take a look at it. 15, 20 minutes, throw it in your pocketbook, look at it again. Get insight before you decide to take the class. Yeah, now the class, I'm letting people kind of go in on the other class, not the new class. So when I say the class is free and you guys can go in, you guys are getting in on the old class, not this new class that I'm creating. The other class is medical insurance billing. It's already created. And some of you guys already know that. So I'm going to shut this down because I got to get on the computer now. But I'll probably be back probably tomorrow or at the end of the week. When I have an epiphany, I just kind of come on. But nothing pretty much strategized and planned. The E&M, I just finished the E&M. The E&M is 20 lessons. Evaluation and management is 20 lessons. And trust me, that's longer than the norm. Because if I was teaching it in school, I would not have 20 lessons. I probably would have 10. I get with y'all next time. Be safe. Have a good rest of the day.